Hello everyone, this is Team Camel and my name is Maruful Islam Rifat. My roll number is 188. I'm going to discuss the current risks Bangladesh is facing right now. Bangladesh is experiencing sustained inflation due to various factors such as food prices, rising oil prices, exchange rate depreciation, fiscal deficit, etc. Bangladesh has a high risk of experiencing debt crisis in the upcoming years. Bangladesh has been experiencing a significant hike in commodity prices, particularly in food items. The country heavily relies on imports for several essential commodities such as edible oil, wheat, etc. Bangladesh is facing several environmental risks that threaten the country's natural resources, economy, and population's well-being. Bangladesh might face default loan crisis, which will have severe economic and social consequences. It is crucial for the government and financial institutions to remain vigilant and proactive in addressing any potential issues to mitigate the impact on the economy and the population. My friend Navid will discuss further. Thank you.
Hello everyone, I'm Navid Mahbub and my roll number is 191. I'm going to discuss sustained inflation, its risks and probable solutions. First, what are the risks? Inflation rate in 2021 was only 5.55%, whereas in January 2023 it is 8.57%. And if it touches 10% or gets higher than 10%, it will be considered as galloping inflation, which will be an alarming situation for the whole country's economy. It also decreases production and increases in cost of production, which means there will be shortage of the essential products and the prices of those products will be higher than ever. People's purchasing power also decreases due to the sustained inflation. Now, probable solutions. As we all know, we are an agricultural country, so we must increase the agricultural productivity. Bangladesh Bank can also tighten the monetary policy by increasing interest rates. We also need to strengthen our fiscal policy. The government should reduce its spending, and as we all know, inflation rate is highly dependent on import and export, and nowadays most of the countries are exporting only after meeting their domestic demands because the international supply chain is not in its normal state because of the Russia and Ukraine war. So we also need to trade smartly. Thank you everyone, that's all from my side.
This is Al Islam, Rule 10. After the risk of sustained inflation, it comes about debt crisis. Now, what is debt crisis? Debt crisis is a situation in which a country is unable to pay back its government debt. A country can enter into debt crisis when its tax revenues are less than its government expenditure for a prolonged period. Now, we will go through some risks that Bangladesh is facing related to debt crisis. In 2021-2022 fiscal year, Bangladesh had the external debt of 95.86 billion US dollar. In 2011, Bangladesh had the foreign debt of total 27.05 billion US dollar, which rose to 238% in 2021 fiscal year. That was 91.43 billion US dollar. In 2029 to 2030 fiscal year, the repayment of the foreign debts will be 5.15 billion US dollar. Loss of credibility in the international market also involved the risk of debt crisis. Now, what are the probable solutions of these risks? Bangladesh had to seek assistance from international organizations like World Bank and IMF. Bangladesh have to improve economic growth through building infrastructure, developing human resource, developing technological advancement, and Bangladesh can encourage people to savings and investment also. Again, Bangladesh have to develop fiscal policy. Bangladesh have to increase revenue, negotiate debt relief through their negotiations. Thank you. This is all from me.
Hello sir, my name is Shukenu Marma. My role is 179. Today I would like to discuss about commodity price hike. What can be the risks in life due to increase in commodity price? The risk is increase of living cost. As a result of risk in commodity price, the standard of living decreased and the expenditure increased. Number 2, negative impact on education. Number 3, reduction of the real purchasing power. Number 4, impact on investment and saving. Number 5, creation of food insecurity. Low income people cannot buy as much due to increase in commodity price. Consequently, it suffer from insecurity. The last is increase of crime and decrease of social security. What can be the solution? The probable solution is increased in supplying. By supplying huge amount product, the product price might be decreased. Number two, promoting local business more than international ones. This system will be eliminated the monopolist market system. By controlling price, this problem can be solved. Promoting competition in a competitive market, the product price can be low so that to attract the consumer. The last of is improve monetary and fiscal policy. Thank you, sir. This is my part.
Hello everyone, my name is Tisha Muni. We are presenting the kind risks Bangladesh is facing with problem and solution. And I am describing the environmental problem. There are some risks and we suggested some problem solution. Risks. The first one is natural disaster. Earthquake, cyclone, floods, tsunami are the natural disaster. Second one is health risks, and loss of biodiversity in the environment is the third one. Imbalance of adequate life, and lastly, the negative impact on economy. We suggest some solution. These are plant penalty of trees, promote renewable energy sources, conserve water and electricity, reduce the use of fossil fuels, enforce better waste management, and increase social awareness. Thanks to all. That's all from my side.
Assalamu alaikum. This is Sonia Karam ID 53. Now I am describing defaulted loans. First of all, we have to know what is defaulted loans. Defaulted loans occur when a borrower stops making the required payments on a debt. There are some risks in defaulted loans. These risks include: the first risk is instability of the whole financial system. The second one is 9.36% of total outstanding loans in the banking sector. The third one is lack of international investment. The fourth one is many banks will face difficulties in performing. And the next one is possibility of financial scams. And the last one is increase of government debt level. To overcome these risks, there are some probable solutions. The first solution is to appoint a strong administration to monitor the troubled banks. The second one is internal control departments of standard chartered banks should be strengthened. The third one is to tighten the lending rules and regulations. The fourth one is to provide financial and legal support to the troubled banks. And the last one is a special tribunal for bank defaulters to ensure speedy recovery of defaulted loans. That's all from my part. I would like to finish by saying thank you on behalf of my team members and Team Camel.